going into Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a CSS framework. So the same things we're doing in CSS is what we are going to be doing in Bootstrap. Bootstrap is a faster and easier method of CSS. Here we don't get to utilize the native CSS. It's a framework. So what a framework does is it makes processes easier and faster. Something that ordinarily will take you like 3 or 4 lines of code. A framework we just summarize everything and then deliver to you either maybe just a line or 2, or with a less stressful method. So Bootstrap is easy to use, it's very fast, and then it's mobile friendly. So in Bootstrap we're designing, like if you're using native CSS now, you have to design, make desktop design and then mobile design. Okay, when it comes to Bootstrap has both. So as you're styling your web pages, it's already mobile responsive, already mobile friendly. You don't get to make a design for mobile and then go switching to desktop, all of that. No. So it's now fast, and then because it's mobile friendly, it's easy. Bootstrap, like I said, is a framework. Getbootstrap.com. It's b5.html. I'm using b5 because we are using a version of Bootstrap 5. We have earlier versions. There's 3, there is 4. The latest one is 5. So if I have a file like this, and then either using an internal or external CSS, I have something like this. This is red, and I say color red, and then I have another class dot blue, and I say color blue. Okay. Now if I have an element here, and let's say div, and then I say hello world, so it says I'm a new line. Okay, now I could give this div a class, container, or anything, right? And at the same time I could give a class called red. Now what will happen to this element? The color will be red. Okay, now if I continue with this one and I say blue, it means the color of the text will be blue. Now I have designed these CSS classes, and then I'm using it to style elements. So anywhere I want to have a blue text, I can just give it a class blue, and then the text becomes blue. Now this is happening because I've already defined these rules. So if I take them out, it means nothing is going to happen. If you refresh now and you go back to default. Okay, now this is how Bootstrap works. Frameworks are already designed. What you do is you utilize their, like you make use of their functions or their modules or however they've been designed. So here Bootstrap makes use of classes, just like I'm making use of classes here now. So the first thing is that just like I needed this CSS to be able to make use of the class red and blue, you need access to the framework that is already been designed, which is the Bootstrap framework now. So that is why we went to getbootstrap.com. So it's an online framework. You can actually download it. These are the versions. When you get here, you see these are the versions. Even in 5, there is 5.1, there 5.0, 5.1, 5.2, then 5.3 is the one we are using now. So we're going to make use of the online version of it. So you come here, click on this button. So when you click, it's going to copy that link. Then you return to your HTML and then paste it. It's a CSS link. You see link, ref. If you move, you are going to see style sheet. So it's actually a CSS. You see bootstrap.me.css. Now this one you need internet before you can make use of it. Remember, it's online. So they have 2 sources. The second source is a JavaScript file. So you see, just copy it. What we are going to be learning is purely classes, because Bootstrap makes use of classes. Text. If you want to color text, I will now come here and do something like this. This is a primary text, and then this is a danger text. So you see in Bootstrap now, they have a class called text primary to make text blue. They have another one, text danger, to make text red. Now I have something like BG. Yeah, that's background now. The background BG is secondary. Sorry, it's a secondary background. No, that's not it. This is a secondary background. BG warning. This is a warning background. Page is not fast. So you see, this is how Bootstrap works. Now you keep adding classes, as many as may be required to obtain a particular design. And at the same time, you can use Bootstrap in CSS. So I can actually come here and then have maybe an internal or external style, and then say 3px. It's going to affect them. So you can be using both your CSS, that's your own native CSS, and Bootstrap. So this is how we make use of Bootstrap, by class names.